we're just gonna dive right into the first story, reading Am I the Asshole Reddit posts, just for fun, chat, just for fun. Just a fun little stream. So, am I the asshole for telling my best friend she's not as skinny as she thinks she is? Off the title alone. title alone, guys. Crazy. I'm gonna make predictions for each of these beforehand. I'm just gonna make an easy prediction here. She's the asshole. I think that's so easy. But it was posted 7 hours ago. So we don't have a verdict on it yet. My friends and I are all in our early 20s. We've been friends for years. Been there for each other. Everything. Oh my gosh. Hi, Roxy. Everyone say hi, Roxy. Everyone say hi, Roxy. Everyone say hi to... Oh my God. Yo, what's up, Mappy? How you doing? Been there for each other through everything. Have gotten heated and tense because of an argument that happened when we all went on a girls trip to California. And my friend and I have a my other friend and I have full figure. I used to have a lot of insecurity surrounding it, but I've accepted it, and I show off whenever I feel like it. Life is too short to hate your body. My friend B used to weigh close to me, but she's lost weight over the last year and a half. I just don't like her new attitude. She's 5'3" like me, so we're on the shorter side. Before she was around 165 pounds, she never wanted to wear anything, only loose and baggy clothing or hoodies. We all tried to help her gain confidence, but nothing worked. She told me weighs like 125 pounds now when she went to the doctor the other week. And we all talked about BMIs and how not accurate it is in this day and age. Holy fuck. You're already trying to tear down your friend. Like, dude, holy shit. She's just trying to tear her friend down so much. Like, imagine your friend is happy that they lost weight and you're like, oh yeah, BMIs aren't accurate. Like goddamn. Like, holy shit. Because BMI is, hold on, BMI. Body mass index. Yeah, it's not exactly, but it's like, it's not accurate, right? We everybody knows this isn't accurate. But for your friend to like be losing weight and your first reaction is to immediately just be a hater, holy fuck. Yo, what's up, Batsy? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the science team. I put on weight during the pandemic and she lost it, but it seems to have gotten to her head. During our girls' trip, she was taking selfies in the mirror in her bikini. She was wearing a short glittery dress, super unlike her, and she was also becoming more flirtatious than ever before. She never mentioned her loss or even acknowledged it, but she will do passive, subtle things. Like over, chat, I was so right. This person's just such an asshole. The real Timmy, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the side stream. We're having a good one today. Cause holy fuck, I'm gonna tell my feelings more once we get to the end of this. But holy fuck, this is already horrible. Like over the past year, she's full after finishing like half of her plate. Meanwhile, we're all down our meals as always. We were on a trip. I figured she could put that all behind her and feast with us. We went to a nice brunch with some nice Mexican restaurants. I had a few drinks and I asked her why she never eats food. And she said, I don't know, I guess my stomach has shrunk, which is a thing. Are you live? How long have you been live? I just went live again because I ended stream earlier because I was tired. I laid down for a bit and I came back. I promise you, I wasn't watching you while you were streaming. I promise. That would be, yeah, I promise. I wasn't like putting you on blast. I do like putting people on blast, but in a good way. Like supporting them. Being like, go support this person. I had a few drinks and asked her why she never eats food. It said, so much trauma. That is a very real thing. That's a real thing. I told her, girl, dude, saying, girl, you aren't that skinny. You still got meat on your bones. Nothing wrong with that. Why don't you just let loose with us and not do this to yourself? She then attacked me. Why do you even care what she eats? I told her it's because I love and care about her. It's triggering to people like me who suffer with EDS. This friend is manipulative. I'm saying it right now. This friend is manipulative. Cause holy fuck. Her friend started losing weight. It's reading as she got jealous that her friend started losing weight. And then she like started getting insecure about herself, which you should like, I have a dad bod. There's no reason to drag other people down. You know, it's like, I have a dad bod. I'm chubby. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's just, you're being like, you're bringing your friend down because you have an eating disorder, and that sucks to fucking deal with. And I'm sure that's a really hard thing to deal with. But like, at the same time, you can't just drag everyone else around you down, you know? But Rabbit, thank you for dropping in. Thank you. But yeah, let's read some of the comments. You're the asshole. I lost a ton of weight. I am now very thin and I like my body more. I'm more comfortable wearing cute, short, flattering outfits. And I for sure cannot even eat half of what I used to. When she says she is full, believe her. You sound jealous and like you only make yourself feel better by putting other people down. It's gross. Leave her alone. And she never mentions her weight loss, but she's enjoying it. Let her. You're the asshole. Exactly. Exactly. Support the ones who better themselves because you know how horrible it can be. Yeah. You're the asshole. You're mad she lost weight and is more outgoing and confident. It's great that you found confidence in how you look, but don't shame her because she chose a different route of self-love. She isn't responsible for your feelings of regarding ED. You're mad. I'm not going to say that. You're mad. You're overweight. She isn't. Not trying to be mean, but that's what I'm getting at here. Yeah, it definitely like a very clear you're the asshole here. It's just like, you're mean, like you put other people down. This is like extremely manipulative. Like, I almost think her saying like girl here is like, it's almost putting her down. Like it's almost like not, it's almost reading as like, I don't know. I'm not like an expert on this, but I feel like when somebody says, girl, you aren't that skinny, that's like, you're making it like, you're making it out that everyone thinks this. Does that make sense? You're making it out like everyone thinks this and like, yeah, asshole. Am I the asshole for refusing to thank my boyfriend and his parents because they booked a hotel for us without asking first? Verdict was asshole. We're going to start off with that. But hold on, Roxy, come here. It's okay, sweet girl. It's okay, sweet girl. It's okay. Everyone say hi to... How can people have zero fucking self-awareness? True. Everyone say hi to Roxy. Thank you for the 1.9K likes on the TikTok, by the way. Come here. Come here. Roxy, I love you. I know. Do you want me to turn off that light? She wants me to turn off the light so she can go to sleep, I think. Or she just wants attention. They gave her like dog nip or whatever. At the, like, I think my mother went to the vet today and she was like, oh, can we get some dog nip because they won't calm down at night? And I think Roxy's high as fuck, guys. I think Roxy's high as fuck. Yeah, she's licking my hand. I, female 23, and my boyfriend, male 22, we'll call him Mark, have been dating for a little over a year. His parents are absolutely horrible. The worst one being his mom. I've met his parents a couple times and they were nice to me. For the last 4 months, me and Mark have been long distance. Roxy, are you okay down there? IGTG, bye. Have a good one, Timmy. You have a good one. You have a good one. You have a good one. What the fuck is dog nip? I've ever heard of it. It's like weed for dogs. I don't know where she got it. I think she just went to the vet or the shelter. There is dog nip. Hold on. Dog nip. See? Oh, not dog nip. What does dog nip do to dogs? Hey, Rocks! Really, Papa? Come on. That's the second time you've done that, big girl. You can't do that. She unplugged my monitor, chat. She unplugged my monitor. Roxy. Hold on. I gotta figure out. God damn it. She unplugged my monitor. Oh, chat. Oh my god. Help me. Okay. Dude, my desk area is so fucking tight, bro. She is like the pussy of Notre Dame. Okay. Plug this bitch in. Dude. Living with animals fucking sucks sometimes, chat, because they fucking make a mess of everything. And sometimes you won't even realize it. Alright. Sorry. Sorry. Bah. Jesus Christ. I don't know why my mic does that. It pisses me off. I have no idea why it does that. Okay. For the last 4 months, me and Mark have been long distance, and we've been we are finally reuniting after 4 long months of not seeing each other. Our initial plan was to go stay at Mark's parents' house, but they're having guests over then, and so they can't accommodate us, which is understandable. Me and Mark both still live at our folks' house because, well, living is expensive. Anyways, we decided to book a hotel in some place to stay. We've been looking for weeks now and finally found a place within our budget that seemed okay. Mark decided to ask his dad if he thought the place looked okay because his parents travel a lot and he trusts their judgment. Anyways, Mark and his dad asked his dad if the place looked okay. His dad said no, and he suggested he help us look for a place. Fast forward a couple days, and Mark's parents offered to pay for around half of the hotel. Yo, thank you for the naughty chicken. Thank you for the naughty chicken, Green Rose. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And thank you for the 2.9K likes on the TikTok live. Better than throwing something at him? Yeah, if you throw something at me, I'm not going to notice. And Mark's parents offered to pay for around half the hotel as a Christmas gift. For Mark, we're sorry you can't say, as a house gift. Very generous and nice of them. This was a few hours ago. Fast forward a couple hours, Mark tells me, don't worry about the hotel. My parents took care of it. I asked him what he meant, and he told me his parents had chosen and booked a place for us to stay. I'm confused, and I asked Mark if his parents had asked him if we thought the place was okay, since we're the ones actually staying there. He said no. Is that a problem? And I said, yes. How can they book without asking us first? And he said he was sorry and that we still have to pay for half of it. I'm very upset, and I think it's quite careless of them to book a place for me and Mark to say and expect us to pay for half of it, even though we don't know that we don't know where we're staying or how much we're paying. They only told us after they booked and not even immediately after. Me and Mark have been having a conversation about this, and I feel like his parents did this to propose control on us, which is something they do constantly to Mark, and it wouldn't be out of the ordinary. And I'm really mad at this whole situation. All of this time, he's acting a bit too chill about it to my taste. I asked him how he was feeling about it, and he tells me he's a bit annoyed, but he's not mad at them because they were trying. And Mark is now mad at me for being ungrateful. Am I the asshole for being mad at my boyfriend too because he isn't holding his parents accountable for how they treat me and him? Or am I being dramatic? Am I being too dramatic and a horrible, ungrateful girlfriend? I don't really know. I think it's wild that they did that. But I think her reaction to be mean to her boyfriend is an asshole move. I think her being mad at her boyfriend, it makes her an asshole. Does that make sense? I think the parents overstepped and they should have communicated better, but it seems like the parents are trying to like take steps there. They're like trying to take steps to at least do something, you know, and, you know, help them out, which I think is good. But them not telling the price is kind of fucked up and shit like that. But I also think that, like, just being like, what the fuck, your parents are, like, going up to somebody and being like, that's really fucked up, your parents did that, fuck your parents, why the fuck did they do, like, to me, it sounds like she tried to be like, yo, this is weird. And he was like, nah. Well, she said, conversation about this. I feel like his parents did this to propose control on him. And I am really mad at how the whole situation and his parents. All this time, he's acting a bit too chill about it to my taste. How this reads to me is she's mad that he's not getting really mad too. And it's like his to him, he's got a hotel to visit his girlfriend that they paid for half of, which they were already planning to like pay for the hotel themselves. So only paying half of it still is pretty good, but it does really depend on how. But projected because I dated a dude like that. Well, it's like weaponized incompetence is different than like it's different. It depends. Because if he's like acting too chill about this and he's like, whatever, like nonchalantness and just like, because he doesn't want to find a thing, he could be the asshole. But I think, I don't know. We'll see. Let's read the comments. You're the asshole. Parents literally going above and beyond to help you guys financially while acknowledging they're aware of your general budget and struggling. Your reaction seems like a spoiled bratty girlfriend who doesn't want to share the attention. You were gonna pay for full hotel, which I think this entirely depends on how much the hotel the new one is, you know? Unless the room is double what you're paying, shut the fuck because you save money. Do you know why they're paying? They want to see their son. Parents do things like that sometimes. Even if they are controlling, this is way too early to be playing games. You're a little more than an afterthought to his family after being... Oh! Hold on. A little over a year for the past 4 months. Okay, so... A little over a year, not like his parents would overstep and he would never stand up for me. That makes sense. But I still think like this definitely reads as different. Because chat, I think the reason why this is different is I think the parents and her are assholes here. I think the boyfriend could be an asshole, but that depends. I think the parents are assholes for not communicating. And I think she's an asshole for like, even after a year into a relationship and like, you're already like getting mad at the parents in the picture. Like you're already like, it feels like she's trying to like push her boyfriend away from her parents or his parents, if that makes sense. And we don't know if they're controlling. And I feel like a important thing to note is like, he's just kind of sounded like a little bitch, TBH. But that's the thing. Like, I don't know. Like, that's not... Chat, don't make us... Like, I want to say, don't make assumptions. I don't want to make too many assumptions here. Like, calling him a little bitch is crazy for this. Chad, that's crazy. Because he's just like... Okay, I'm projecting. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's like... Because what the parents did is wild, but like, Chad, I think it's also important to realize how much she is also pushing against it. Like, what this reads as is he's in 2 controlling environments and they're both pulling him. Does that make sense? Because it also reads that his girlfriend doesn't want his parents in the picture, period. She doesn't even bring up why they're the worst. She just says they're controlling. You're the asshole. You could literally find out where they booked you in, how much it's going to be in a single text message. Instead, you went on a massive rant on Reddit to hate on them. Did they respond? I want to know if they responded at all. Wait. Like, it's... Yeah, hold on. Discussing drugs or... Okay, hold on. I need to restart the live, guys, because TikTok is getting mad at me for apparently discussing drugs, which I didn't do this stream. So, we're gonna restart this stream real fast. TikTok be picking on you for no reason? Yeah. I think, honestly, I almost think everyone's the asshole here. Am I wrong? Actually, I almost think... Because I definitely think some of these comments are... You're the asshole. They don't seem controlling. You seem controlling. The Bieber seems to be perfectly normal and nice. Your boyfriend reached out, asked for his help. His parents went above and beyond. Wait, let's go back. Let's cross-reference because this is important. He said his dad said no. His dad suggested he helped us look for a place. Fast forward a couple days. They could pay for half. A very nice, generous gift. So wait. So wait. So his boyfriend or her boyfriend asked for help, right? Which it seems like she was okay with, right? It seems like she was okay with her boyfriend asking for help from her parents, especially rap towards women. IMO. I think Reddit comments rip everyone to shreds. I think Reddit comments, because like with men, it's like, with women, it's like they're definitely a little sexist sometimes, but with men, it's also like a lot of people on Reddit definitely have a jump, like make the jump towards abusive relationships a lot with men. Like, it's crazy. Like, you could say, my boyfriend doesn't put away the dishes like how I want them, and I've asked him to stop, and he can just never remember correctly. And they'll be like, your boyfriend is using weaponized incompetence to drag you down to his level. I'm like, Jesus Christ. It's Reddit. So we do have to take a lot of these for a grain of salt. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I think everyone's the asshole. I actually think everyone's the asshole here. I think the parents are assholes for not communicating. I think Mark is the asshole for just, I think Mark should have just told them that he wanted to find the hotel himself and ask them, like, set clear boundaries. And I think she's the asshole for being really, really like mean to her boyfriend. And because I don't know, he's acting a bit too chill for my taste. It just feels like you're mad at him because he's not blowing up at his parents, you know? And like, they were trying. That is a point to be made. Like, they did try. They did try. And I think that's important, you know? What the fuck? Oh, dude, what the fuck is going on with my Subway Surfers gameplay? Reddit is full of haters, yeah. So I think everyone's the asshole here. I definitely think though, if your parents are pushing, because I know this with my mother as well. She likes to push boundaries, and she you tell her not to do something, she'll do it. You know, she's not a cuff. Yeah, it's a weird ass situation. Yeah, I think from the context we're given, everyone's the asshole. Am I the asshole for refusing to leave a wedding because I wore a dress that looked white under a black light? Chat, this is gonna be so juicy. This is gonna be so juicy. I can already tell. Dude, the wedding ones, I've seen quite a few of these Reddit stories, chat. The wedding ones are always the craziest. All right. A few months ago, I attended a close friend's wedding with my husband. I wore a yellow dress, like Belle in Beauty and the Beast yellow, Bumblebee yellow, so yellow that I did not question if it was appropriate or not to wear the wedding dress. Neither did my friends or family. I arrive at the wedding where the ceremony, the cocktail hour, the dinner, and the reception. I get many compliments on the dress, and even the bride comments on how she loves it several times. Towards the end of the reception, the venue dimmed, and the lights turned on some black lights. These black lights made my dress appear more white than yellow. A member of the wedding party approached me while the black lights were on and stated that I needed to leave because my dress was white and inappropriate. I stated that the dress was yellow and the black lights were making it appear white. The member of the wedding party stated that if I did not leave, she would make me. I stated that I'm here to celebrate my friend, repeated that the dress was yellow and I did not have to leave early. Bride and groom hadn't left yet, and I came from overseas. Oh! The conversation, while heated, did not have her raise voice or fan languages on either side. But I did say it was tense. The wedding party member walked off. I watched as they immediately talked to the groom, angrily pointed in my direction. The groom shrugged and continued to dance. The next morning, I'd approached a different friend, not at the wedding party, who stated that they heard what happened. I should have left because it made people uncomfortable. I made it about partying rather than respecting wedding etiquette. I have felt incredibly embarrassed about this since, so am I the asshole for not leaving the wedding when asked? Wore a yellow dress, looked like, yeah. Edit, a link to a similar dress. Okay, let's see. Also, literal no one cares but the one person. Yeah, like, also, not the controversial things is blacklight thing seems to be blacklight dance party at a wedding. It was the last hour and we just had a way. It's not a weird or as tacky as people are making it out to be. Not the asshole IMO, but I would have left because anxiety. No, they're not the asshole at all. If there is no fucking way she could have predicted that there were black lights at a fucking wedding. There's no way you could have predicted that, you know? The real Timmy, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the side scene. We'll be having a good one today. Like, there's just no way you can predict that shit, you know? And I think the member of the wedding party was actually just, I think they were making excuses. Because if she was there the entire time leading up, and that person most likely had to have seen her multiple times, there's no fucking shot, dude. Yeah, the groom didn't give a fuck. Like, if the bride was like, hey, could you just step out of the black light? Or like, could you step to the side? Or could you just leave the room? I'm so 100% sure that she would have done it. But just a random fucking dude. No, not the asshole. That lady that came up to her. Oh my God. That's crazy. Was it a lady or was it just a member of the wedding party? Yeah, if I didn't leave, she would make me. That's crazy to say. Also, saying I'm gonna make you leave at a fucking wedding party? You're not fucking Macho Man Randy Savage, lady. Get the fuck out. Like, I'm not gonna lie. That if I was that groom, I would have spilled wine on her dress. I would have been like, oh, sorry about that. You get out. Don't fucking threaten people at my wedding. Like, what? Hi, what's up, Wolf ND? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, not the asshole. That lady is wild for that. That's crazy. No, that's just insane levels of entitlement. Am I the asshole for telling my wife the house that the house we're gonna build won't have 5 extra rooms for her mom, her 3 brothers, and her cousin? The verdict was not the asshole. Chat. Do we need to read this one though? Like my question is, do we even need to read this one? Cause like, building a house is expensive, dude. Building a house is really expensive. So yeah, we'll read it, but I think I'm going into this. I think crazy that you need to even ask this. Not even Lamau, not the asshole. Was looking at house plans to submit to the town hall for approval for an acre that we own in Minnesota. 4 bedrooms, 1 wife, and one for me and my wife and me, one for each of our 2 kids and an extra play/game room. Where's my family staying? She already promised them that they would move in with us, and she is now furious. You only care about yourself. What about me? I told her that I disagree from the start. She's looking to sell the land under me to prove a point, I guess. The land is jointly owned by me and my wife. It was a purchasing using the life insurance payout we got from the death of our 1-year-old girl in 2021. Some of the songs overpower your voice. Dude, that's really sad. That's really sad. I almost feel bad for him because he's like, between then and now, I got a manufacturing job with the federal government. Her family has no stakes or no right to our land. I got a call from the town register about the ownership change inquiries for the land. We actually own 2 parcels. I offered her to sell 1 parcel to her sibling for market value. She declined. The house will be paid by me. I told her if her family want, I can do an ADU, but they will pay for their rent per room. So about $900 each. My experience, course of action, transfer my ownership of the land into a trust with my kids as the primary owner, with express instructions only direct descendants of me may build on the land. Yeah, no, sue and divorce. Sue and divorce. Because what this sounds like is she went behind his back, told her family that they would be able to move in, and then, like, without telling him, and when he obviously doesn't want to build 5 extra fucking rooms in the house, she starts trying to gaslight him. This is literally gaslighting. Just woke up from a nap. What's up, Zoe? Is the music good now, by the way, guys? No, this is like clearly manipulation. This is actually just manipulation. Yeah, like, holy shit. That's crazy. From the title, I thought she meant guest rooms, not live with them. Yeah. Like, holy fuck. And, like, I know, especially when you're in a relationship, like, who makes the bread around the house? Like, let's say your wife is the breadwinner. Like, your wife shouldn't sound like, it didn't sound like you changed the music at all. I turned it down. Is that good now? It sounds like just she really, it sounds like her family and her have a very specific idea of how the marriage should go, and she doesn't respect him. And I understand, like, a lot of the time, like, oh, I'm the one who pays the rent around the house. Like, that can lead to a lot of instability when finances get into it, and that's why you need to be very clear about finances. But if he is paying for the whole goddamn fucking house, if he is paying for the entire house, she's not even putting a down payment on it, right? And her, like, it's still in her name. Like, that's crazy. She's not even putting any of her own cash into this. I think that's insane to expect that. I think this almost reads as she married her husband, like, just because he had a good job. She sounds extremely manipulative, though. Like, extremely manipulative. Okay, I turned my voice up. Is my voice better, guys? Is that better? I'm gonna fall asleep soon. Just want to hear some drama. Listen, this is the only kind of drama we do around here. We don't do any other kinds of drama. Only Reddit drama, all right? All right. Okay. Am I the asshole for answering the door in a spicy costume? So I'm 24, female, and my boyfriend has been gone for a few weeks visiting family on the other side of the world. Coincidentally, the death of one of my coworkers meant that I had to work a lot more during those weeks, and I honestly got pretty miserable and pent up the whole time. The one thing keeping me going was the thought of having a wild night when he got home. My boyfriend's sister texted me and asked if she could come over when I got home. I said we would both be really tired and eager to be alone, and said it'd be best if to wait. I put my phone on silent, which meant I didn't get her next text, and she knew her brother he'll find the energy to say hi. When he got home, the moment he was sufficiently unpacked, I changed into a Playboy bunny outfit. Then his sister knocked on the door, yelled hello, and I was pretty pissed off. So I didn't put in any effort to hide my angry expression. Okay, Ms. Okay, I've got a cat biting my thigh. And he answered the door in the outfit. I was pretty cold with her, and she got passive aggressive before reluctantly leaving. She said it was pretty dramatic over the phone, and I just hung up, prompting some angry text. Am I the asshole? No. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. No. You're home. She asked you not to come over. The sister still broke that boundary. She made her boundary clear, right? And when you go onto somebody else's doorstep and they are in their own home, it's not like she opened the door like tatas out all over the fucking place, boobies hanging. All right, fucking pootang out. She just answered it in a Playboy bunny outfit. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. I've got to let this cat out. Roxy, be careful, puppy. Oh my gosh, girl. Okay, Miz, come on. Come on. Miz, come on. Miz. Okay, Rox. Come on, Roxanne. Here's your toy. Sorry. Sorry, I'm back. Silent hearing you trying to get the cat out of your room is kind of funny for some reason. He's a little rascal. His hair. Chad, I don't know what you mean. My hair is on. Holy shit! Chad, your Sigma power is through the roof. Chad's Sigma power is 147%. Holy fuck. Oh my god. No, yeah, that's big dick energy. No, I'm sorry, she pegs him. She 100% pegs him. Big dick energy. Holy fuck. That's just weird. Dude, that was crazy, dude. All right. Am I the asshole for telling my mom she was an unwanted guest? My wife has had a stressful time at work and was looking forward to a vacation at her grandparents' cabin. Hold on. I'm gonna grab some water. Water. She bought a few books and she just wanted to read, and I bought my fishing rod. She had no plans to entertain. My dad stopped by to go fishing, and it was just supposed to be me and my dad stopping by for the day. But my mom somehow inserted herself, and I was shocked to see her. My wife had no plans to entertain her. I told my mom that. My mom had brought stuff for lunch and dinner and tried to engage my wife into making dinner for us all. And my wife said no. She's relaxing and reading. If my mom wanted to cook, that's my mom's prerogative. Which, yeah, fair. If she just wants to read, it's her vacation. But my dad and I get back late at the table, my mom started complaining about how she did this all herself. Looked at my wife, who just took her plate and ate it in her room. My mom started to complain about it to me, and I told her she technically wasn't invited, and my wife had no expectations to entertain her in my wife's cabin on my wife's vacation. My mom started saying, well, she wouldn't have come if she knew that. I told my mom, next time take a hint. If you are invited, don't come. My parents left after dinner. My mom complained that my wife should have been a gracious hostess, and I said my mom should try not to be an unwanted guest. This one's a mixed bag. This one, mate, you're the asshole. First paragraph, we're gonna read both sides. First paragraph tells you, your wife has had a stressful time at work. The trip to the cabin is an escape for her. No finger lifting, no hosting. So what do? Invite your dad. Knowing from past experience, your mom will likely jump in as you say she does all the time. And then leave the two of them because you and your dad have gone fishing. Then come back and your wife to find your wife has been made to feel uncomfortable and restricted in her own family's home. Huh. No, everyone, wait, ESH? What is ESH? ESH, am I the asshole? Okay, let's see. Everyone sucks here? Yeah, I think everyone sucks. No, chat, I genuinely think everyone fucking sucks here. The wife, I think, here's the thing. I think having to entertain an unexpected guest is not fun, but at the very least, I think, like, the wife shouldn't be giving the cold shoulder to their partner's mom. Like, that's a surefire way to get your fucking partner's mom to hate you, which, if you want to spend the rest of this is your fucking wife, dude. Like, like, you should keep the peace between the families, you know? Like, just at the very least be nice, you know? He's the asshole for not clarifying, because if he's let her do this a lot, like we said it earlier, I think that is a form of weaponized incompetence. I think if he just lets her do this over and over again, and this being the final straw, he has let it go too far. But I will say that, like, the fear of your parents overstepping can be very, like, okay. Okay. Sorry. What is going on in the Subway Surfers footage? What is happening? Yo, wait, Minecraft parkour? Hold on. I want to play the Minecraft parkour. Yeah. And I think the parents are assholes, obvious. I think the dad isn't an asshole. He just wanted to go fishing with his son. I think the dad is based. Guys, I'm gonna have to start putting a cooldown on the bald redeem. They're doing their best. Yeah, I think also the fact that she brought everything to make lunch and dinner, Like, she spent money to come here, you know? Like, she spent money. Like, yeah, everyone's the asshole, for sure. All right. We'll pick out a few more before we do this one so that we can go a little longer. They snatched his wig. Why? Because y'all do it like so much. Am I an asshole for refusing to cover my friend's rent? Sigma mode! Dude, I'm such a Sigma. Paying for a roommate share. My wife is over teaching our kids. Everything is a learning experience. Feel like I can't anymore. I want to see that. That's interesting. Wait, this is my homepage. Holy fuck. Dude, I started scrolling Am I the Asshole literally an hour ago, and the Reddit's already suggesting me only Am I the Asshole. I'll get tired of taking your hair eventually. I'll probably put like a 5-minute cooldown, or maybe even a 3-minute cooldown. You need a ball emote for real? I'ma make it. We'll see. We'll see. If someone makes it, I'll put it in as a sub emote. Am I the asshole for being friendly with my partner's daughter now that they've warmed up to me? Okay. Am I the asshole for telling my mom it wasn't cute or funny to dress me as a hot dog instead of a princess? Hold on, we gotta get some mixtures here. We gotta get some other, because I want to get some like assholes, you know? Am I the asshole for making a woman lose a costume contest? Hold on, that was good. We need to see some assholes here. We need to see some assholes for sure. Because I feel like some of these are leaning a lot towards not the asshole. All right. All right. Chat. Am I the asshole for giving my daughter's things back that were taken away as a punishment? Okay. Now, I have a feeling that the husband is not very poggers in this situation. I'm 31 and my husband is 30. Our daughter is 7. She found a puppy in the front yard and played with it. Turns out it belonged to our neighbors who were looking for it. They accused her of stealing it, and my husband gave her extra chores. She refused to do them, saying she didn't steal the puppy. The neighbors came back a bit later and confessed their son confessed to losing the puppy on a walk when he took its leash off. That's how it ended up in their yard. Yo, Joshua, Andre, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the science team. Hope you're having a good one today. I came home that evening and explained this. He said she should be disciplined for not doing chores. I said she was right to not accept unearned punishment. He said it's the principle and she should listen to her father. I said I would rather die than teach her that she should accept. Yeah, no, husband's an asshole, dude. No, yeah. Like, I'm sorry. I don't want to jump to conclusions. Divorce that guy. Because what this reads as me is he's definitely just going to try and exert power over his daughter constantly throughout the rest of her life. That is definitely what's going to happen. Like, he's just going to keep trying to assert power over his daughter. And think about what happens in fucking 10 years when her daughter wants to date. When her daughter wants to get a job, when her daughter wants to do things. Like, what happens when her daughter goes to school, you know? No, that guy's awful. No, that is such a clear and cut case. Am I the asshole for changing my wife's book room into kids' room? I, 35 male, have been married to my wife, 32, Ella, for 10 years. Hold on. Okay. We have 2 kids, 4 male and 7 female. About 5 years ago, our house was finally built. Ella was the one who actually designed our home. We have a loft area above our living room that Ella said was going to be the kids' area. Out of sight, out of mind, she said it for the kids' toys. Ella also suffers from depression. And I can already tell this guy has never dealt with depression before. And he's gonna make it some roundabout excuse that her depression is causing her to be quote unquote unreasonable or overreacting, and she's gonna and that's why he doesn't listen to his wife. House project she hoped would be done by now. Personally, I think she's too hard on herself, and I do help as much as I can. I work 60 to 70 hours. That's a lot of work. Okay. That's like 10 hours a day. Holy fuck. Ella has been using the loft area as a reading area. Honestly, I'm not too sure how much she uses it. I know she reads a bit, but mostly I see her read when it's in bed. Ella has been hard on herself lately because the kids' toys are scattered everywhere. So I decided while she was out with the kids, putting everything in the loft area, put all her stuff into her gaming room, which we both have our own separate gaming rooms. The kids love this area, and in time they've all been playing up there and I have seen no toys. Yo, Alexa, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the science team. Hope you're having a good one today. Sorry, we're reading Am I the Asshole posts today. Ella came home and started crying, saying that was her safe haven away from everyone, and it's has been really short with me. She claims that she's going up there every day and now she can't take it away from the kids. I told her gaming room into a reading room, but she states that the kids can go in there and it's not the same. I told her she was overreacting and this is exactly what she wanted for the area. So am I the asshole? Wife designed the house for 2 kids, a loft area. I can't believe I have to say this, but obviously my wife is not neglecting our children by giving herself time to do activities. As our 4-year-old, our neighbor watches him 2 to 5 hours a day. We pay them so my wife can bake for her business and just do whatever she wants. I hear all of you. I should have 100% communicated with her. I also found that she hasn't used her gaming room in months, and she took so I took her favorite spot in the house. So we'll be moving the kids' stuff into her old gaming room, and yeah. He's the asshole, but it seems like he learned. It seems like they've been married for 10 years. Like this all happened because of a miscommunication. I think he should have just communicated better, and it seems like he learned his lesson. And you know, that's a big thing to say for a fucking Redditor, chat. That's a big thing. He learned his lesson, you know. They seem happy together. They have a house built. You know, he works a lot and she runs her own business. You know, all the power to them. I hope this was just a small little thing in their amazing relationship. He listened to his wife wild. No, it seems like it seemed like he was trying to surprise her. Like he was trying to do something that he thought would help. But then he ended up making it worse, and he should have just communicated, you know? I think, like, he's an asshole, but he's not, like, he's not an asshole. I think he's less of an asshole. He's just a jerk, you know? I think asshole is a little too strong of a phrase, you know? Because I think intention matters, and his intention was to like, help. Was an asshole an accident, but fix it. Exactly. I'm glad things worked out. Yeah. Am I the asshole for refusing to cover my friend's rent after she's been paying for our roommate's share for 2 months? All right, here's the deal. I, 22 female, have been living with my best friend, 23 female, and 2 other roommates for about a year now. Everything started out fine. That's how it usually goes. But it's all gotten a bit messy lately. One of our roommates, 24 male, lost his job about 2 months ago, and he's been looking for work, and he's been getting by asking my friend to cover his portion of rent and utilities. She has a full-time job and could technically afford to do this for a while, but she's still been asking me and the other roommate to help with our share of things too, as she can't pay full rent on her own. I totally get people go through tough times, and he's been trying to find work. But here's where it started to feel off. He's not really doing anything to help himself. He's been taking casual gigs here and there, but it's not like he's been putting any kind of effort into getting a stable job. He's been living off the generosity of my best friend, and honestly, it's been starting to feel like she's enabling him rather than actually getting him to try and get his life together. I've talked about this with her, and she says it's not a big deal because he's her friend and she doesn't mind helping him out. But I told her I'm not comfortable with her paying someone else's portion of the rent who isn't making an effort to help themselves. I also told her that I can't keep carrying the extra weight if things don't change because I'm already struggling to make ends meet. You see, like, I think this part right here would be overstepping if she also wasn't helping to pay. Because if they're all pitching in to help pay for his portion, he's just leeching at that point. Last night, I told her I'm done contributing to the situation, and if he doesn't start pitching in for rent soon, I think he should move out. It's not my responsibility to pick up slack just because he's a friend of hers, especially if he's not taking steps to improve his situation. I told her that I can't help cover for someone who isn't showing any signs of working towards a solution. She was devastated. She said I was being cold-hearted and that I was being selfish. She told me I was acting like I don't care about him, and true friends support each other when it's hard. Now our mutual friend are backing her up, and I'm being too harsh. I'm not being a good friend by helping them out. I'm really torn. I want to support my best friend, but I don't think it's my responsibility to keep this going. Am I being unreasonable? Am I the asshole for not wanting to contribute to this situation anymore? Telling him he needs to move out if he doesn't pay his share? No. Yeah, don't set yourself on fire to keep anyone else warm. Really. I think a big thing for this is, like, if she's entirely paying his half of the rent and she's fine doing that, that's fine. But the other people have to contribute and everyone's just basically letting him leech. I will say I don't like how she said, but it's not like he's putting in any kind of effort to get a really stable job. I think that is like a little mean to say, because like if he's taking casual gigs, he's very obviously been looking and he's been doing things. I think like commenting on somebody else's job search and being like, you're not actually trying, is a one-way ticket to just looking like an asshole. I think that's the only part where she's a little bit of an asshole, though. That's it. Because that's true, though. You're right about that. Yeah. I think, like, it's very easy to say you're not trying hard enough, because if you have a job, you're like, oh, I have a job. It should be easy for this motherfucker to get a job, too. You know? Or like, can't you just work at McDonald's? But it's never that fucking simple. And people love to act like it is when they do have jobs. Because I've done the same before. You know? And when you've been at a job for a while, you forget how fucking hard it is to find one. So I think not the asshole, but still your wording does make you seem like a little bit of an asshole. Ooh, inconclusive. Oh, Chad, it's about to get juicy. It's a little bit juicy. Okay. my 32 wife, or my 32 female wife, 30 female. Okay, so this is their age of 4 years, is over teaching our kids 2 and 4 male. Everything is a learning experience or an opportunity to learn a skill. I feel like I'm living in a children's workbook. I can't do it anymore. Not the asshole, but insensitive. Exactly. Chat. Oh my gosh. Okay. This one's about to be juicy as fuck. No, my wife is not actually a teacher. So our kids are at the ages where they become a little people, and it's awesome. Our older loves being a big brother, and the younger growing by leaps and bounds. Life's pretty damn good. Except we can't go out of the house without it being a completely out of control learning experience or an opportunity for skill building. The best way to illustrate this is through examples. The other day, we were at the grocery store. The older boy is walking and the younger boy is in the shopping cart, and we have like 10 or so things to buy. My wife, and there's my wife to our older son, who we'll call John, I guess. John, can you count how many items are in the cart? What line should we go in? Do we need to wait our turn? Is it our turn yet? Oh, look, it's our turn. What do we do with our things? No, we don't put them on the desk. That's not called a desk. It's called a check stand. Can you say that word, honey? Check stand. What's the person we pay called? Can you read his name? That thing's called a credit card. Do you know how it works? On and on and on. Everyone in that damn line was rolling their eyes and giving me sympathetic looks. Sometimes my wife will let the younger Bill help or be present during chores or meal prep. It's more of the same. Bill, this is a spoon. This is a knife. This is a ladle. This is a cup. These are noodles. We need to put them in water that's boiling. Water's boiling to make them soft enough to eat. The dish makes dishes clean. He's 2, for God's sake. It's just everything is learned to death. The other night we were out for a walk and a little kitten darted across the street. Now a normal parent might ask their kid what animal that was. If he says cat or kitten, she'd say good job and move on. John said it was a cat. My wife said, yes, it's a cat, but it's a baby cat. Do you know what a baby cat is called? Is it a mammal or a reptile? Do you know? I don't think that's bad, but she's doing... Okay. I don't think this is bad. I think she just really likes being a mother. And I think her partner is, like, getting mad at the wrong reasons. Like... Why don't you just fucking... Why don't you talk to her? Is my question. Maybe she will. But we'll see. I told her I was getting a headache so she could finish the walk with the kids. It wasn't really a lie. Something happened at the fair too. I'm not exaggerating when I say the kids never got to go on one ride or got to eat one treat because they were... learning and building skills. I didn't even deal with the... Okay, never mind. Holy shit. Oh my God, dude, this one's long. All right, chat, we're getting into the weeds here. Okay? We've got a long story ahead of us. Anytime I bring it up, honey, just let them have fun. We can talk about what they learned on the way home. But this is just such a great opportunity for them to build skills. They won't remember it in 2 hours. If I want to get them simple, stupid toys for fun, like something they can throw around or a stuffed toy, nope, that doesn't help them learn. Oh my God. No, this is a lesbian couple. I think, okay, here's what I'll say, chat. We can continue reading, but what it seems here is that this mother is going to be like one of those academic, like, you have to get 80s, 90s, 100s. Like, she is putting a lot of pressure on these young kids. Like, like, I understand trying to teach lessons, like the grocery store thing, like inconveniencing a line is a little fucking annoying. And I understand that. I would be a little fucking annoyed too. But I think what she's realistically doing here is just teaching her kids that like all that's important is academics and skills. That their value is completely contributed to how much information they have. And I really don't like that. I really don't like that. But if you're rapid firing a lot of info, they aren't as likely to remember, or the kids will. I think she's trying to like do the muscle memory thing, but yeah. I think she has a right idea, but she's taking it way too far. Yeah. It feels like a lot of academic pressure to put on a 2 and a 4-year-old. I think the wife, the poster is not an asshole, but I think the way they talk about their wife is a little asshole-ish. Am I the asshole for not being friendly with my partner's daughter now that she's quote unquote warmed up to me? I, 42, dating Tim, a widower. This is a 17-year age gap, but they're really late into their life. But I still a very large age gap. I'm a bartender. I know what it looks like. His 2 daughters thought the same thing, but he's broke as a joke. I've got a trust fund. So actually, no. He's broke because his wife got cancer 3 times. He ran up 6 credit cards, second mortgage on the house, and crashed out his retirement, everything to get her the treatment she needed, to get treatment enough to see both of his daughters married. His daughter lives 6 hours away. We drove them to for Xmas this year. They ignored me, dragged Tim away when he tried to include me, and prevented their husband from even making small talk with me by talking over me? Oh my God. Year 1, Tim chastised them. They apologized to him, not me. They blamed their pain of seeing a dad with a woman. They did it. Year 2, they did it again. This year, I told Tim, not again. He could go. This year, I told Tim, not again. He could go. I would never ask him not to see his daughters for Xmas, but I'll stay here. Tim didn't love the idea of going without me. It means we could share the responsibility of driving when his back starts to bother him. He hates to fly. His 2010 death drep is starting to go anyway, so I leased a comfy luxury ride. My brother has a dealership. He called his girls super excited that they'd be able to see them. He'd be able to see them more often without having to worry about his back. So he who then blew up and accused him of spending their mother's money on bullshit house car to impress some bimbo bartender and didn't offer them a dime at their weddings. That's fucking crazy. My jaw just fucking dropped, chat. Yeah, what the fuck? What? Dude, I also think this is a really, really, like, big example of, like, women putting down other women. Y'all know what I mean? Like, I feel like in this world where a lot of society fucking hates women, and a lot of it is perpetuated by men, just saying that kind of shit about your dad's wife, who I get he's remarried, but he has a right to. You're his kids, but you don't get to dictate who he fucking marries after. You know, a good child would be supportive of their parent, like, remarrying. And, like, because what you really want for your parent, the person who fucking raised you, is happiness. And I don't think these girls also realize, like, it hurt their dad too. You know, imagine how painful it must be for him to, like, his wife died and, like, he's finally trying to move on and remarry, and his kids keep fucking being mean to his wife, he's just trying his best to move on. And I think he's definitely partially the asshole here for letting his kids do this, but still, like, crazy, fucking crazy. Candy that draw people, how are you doing? I'm chilling, greatly like a villain. You know I'd be around here. We're in some Am I the Asshole posts. How long have they been married? It seems like 2 years. Year 1. No, okay, so they're on year 3. Little bit asshole for not sticking up for his wife. Well, he chastised him for it this year. So maybe he did tell them and she just didn't want to go this time. And the assuming argument that came out, they had assumed that there had been a life insurance policy, nor did they have any idea about the credit card debt or the second mortgage, that the house was underwater, or that that Tim was looking at a foreclosure and bankruptcy until he moved with me. They did not realize it was my house, that he pays no bills save for the water bill, man takes excessive showers, and shared groceries. Not that the girls want my number. They are, sorry I felt lonely at Xmas. They want to come and visit and stay with us next year. Conveniently in summer, I live at the beach. I've told Tim absolutely not giving out my number. I'm happy to be polite and if they come to visit Tim, but we're not going to be friends. If they hadn't talked to me for even 2 seconds, they had understood. I'm not shy about admitting the only thing I have ever contributed is my blessed financial status is not developing a crippling coke addiction like my cousin Danny did. Tim thinks I'm being too unforgiving, that they would have warmed up to me eventually. I maintain that I don't care about them, about now or later. Well, I'm gonna go. It's been really late. You have a good one, Brexley. Can I draw your character if you want? Yeah. If you want to draw my character, go right ahead. No, they're not the asshole. The kids are definitely assholes, and she doesn't want to. Like, I think this may be a hot take, but if you're married with someone who has, like, adult children, like, if your kids are actual kids, that's different, because you go into that relationship with dependencies, you know? But if they are adult kids, you are not entitled to having to, like, you are not entitled to having to have a relationship with them. It is nice. You should have a relationship, but you are not entitled to it if they treat you like shit. If someone's kids treat you like ass, don't fucking let them treat you like ass. How old are the daughters? I'm gonna assume in their 20s. Like, I'm gonna assume in their 20s. But yeah, it's just, that's wild. That's wild. No, I think Tim really just wants to, I think he's stuck up for his wife, but I think he also just doesn't understand why she wouldn't want to have a relationship with the kids. I think they just need to have a little, like, sit down conversation about how she feels with him and why she doesn't want this relationship. Part of me wants to say she's being a little extreme, especially if they don't know about the money and stuff. Yeah. Like, I think it is a bit of an overreaction, you know, like when someone hurts you and you kind of do the extreme. I think what she needs is time to warm up to the kids themselves. I think they need to apologize to her, and they just need to all have a conversation about it and how she feels. And I think that's what really needs to happen, is a conversation. Hi, Roxy. Everyone say hi to Roxy. The sweetest girl in the world. Sweetest girl in the world. Yeah, she's like saying she'll never forgive them. Yeah. Because I also think it's important to realize that, like, it is rough for these kids to, like, see their dad moving on to another woman, and but it's no excuse for them. It is no excuse for them to act the way they do. But I think it's like you're overcompensating for the hurt that was done to you. And I think at the end of the day, you should have a conversation with them. You don't need to like them. You don't need to do anything. But I also think, like, it would be nice if you were able to keep the peace, you know? She said, like, what did they say? I don't care about now or later. They had their chance to not be catty brats over incorrect assumptions that I was taking advantage of him. Miscommunications all around. I think the dad, I honestly think the dad is like kind of just, I feel bad for him because he's kind of stuck in the middle of this, you know? And like, dude, poor guy just wants to move on from his dead wife, man. That's just, it's just, man. Info. Did your partner ever do anything to correct these assumptions? Yes and no. I believe, yes. Because I don't believe Tim had any idea that the girls weren't aware that it's my house. I've heard him refer to it as my house to the girls. I've also heard him tell him I worked as a bartender for fun, that I don't need to work. No, Tim is the one, prideful, and two, protective of them. What? Gore Bunny, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the science team. What having to go in today? Wait, you followed earlier. Guys, stop unfollowing and refollowing, guys. Jesus. I saw you earlier. God damn it. What is this? No, because Tim is one, prideful, and two, protective of them. He's shielding them from what's going on behind the scenes so that they could spend as much time with their dying mother without being worried about him. Because that's what a dad fucking does? What? He didn't want to tell them what was going on because, like, yes, let your kids have their lives. Like that. Am I wrong for thinking like that's a great thing to do? Time for me to cry. I'm sorry, Chad. I mentioned things about helping about the move helping him when he first told them he was moving in with me. But the arguments was about was the first time he actually laid everything out to them in no uncertain terms about the house, the debt, and the 401k, etc. I've probably been giving them the benefit of the doubt. I think they would figure out things on their own. Please don't mention how many people are watching. I can't reiterate this enough, guys. I don't care how many people are watching. If there could be 1,000, there could be one person watching. All I want to make is good content for you guys, fun things. So please just don't mention the viewer count. Whether I like it or not, it's gonna affect the way I act on stream, and I just try not to look at it. Not the asshole you don't. Oh Jesus. Not the asshole you don't owe them that being said, they are his kids. You got to consider that if they don't extend the olive branch, that means he will be pulled in the middle and eventually push will come to shove. Is that something you're comfortable with? Yeah, like, I just feel like this is, I think Tim should have been better at communicating, but I think there's just a lot of miscommunication and overreaction on both sides from everyone in this situation. You know, all feelings are valid. But I still think it's a bit much to say you'll never want a relationship with them, because if you eventually do marry this person, you're going to have to, push will come to shove, you know. Am I the asshole for making a woman lose a costume contest? So I'm the events chair of my fraternity for this semester. I planned out a Halloween party that happened yesterday. At the party, we typically have a huge costume contest. You pay $5 to enter. If you win the pot. We usually pull about 30 to 50 entries, so the prize is pretty nice. This year, we had 40 people enter and about 160 people attending. You're nice. Thank you. You have a good night. You have a good night. Yo, you. Thank you for the heart me. Thank you so much for the heart me. Jesus. Let's go. Thank you. Okay. In years past, the winner has been this one specific chick that my brothers wanna fuck. Her costume is typically a sorority girl costume. An animal of some kind, boots, fishnet leggings, a short skirt, basically a bra, a corset, then animal ears and light face paint. Now, I'm not a Halloween Nazi. Okay. This year, my costume was literally just angel wings and white shorts and a halo. I know fully that I'm dressing up so hot guys will think I'm hot and take notice, and that's not a good costume. Her costume isn't good. Sure, she looks good in it, but the point of the party is who has the... What? Who has the best breasts? So we have a contest. She wearing her MO. She was a B with her ass hanging out and her boobs were about to fall out of her shirt. So we held the contest. People wanted bonus. Guess what? She won. But only by one vote. I hadn't voted yet. I simply cast my vote. Then my vice chairman, who agreed with me, casted his vote. That just happened to be enough to put her in second place. When I told my brothers, my brothers, they bitched and moaned about it because she simply didn't win and she should do better next year. They eventually talked to me about creating a runner-up prize for the girl to $50. When we announced a winner, she was visibly upset. The first time she hadn't won in the last 4 years. Apparently, last night one of her brothers was simping hard and told her I unintentionally voted against her because I didn't like her. She found me later that night, cursed me out, and said I had a problem with her. I told her that we were simply having a slutty costume contest, but best costume contest, and that she's lucky we bent the rules to give her $50. Now Juicy, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the science team. You're the asshole bending the rules for her. You're giving her special treatment. What the fuck? Where did this come from? There was one. I was getting the full amount and you gave me... Wait. You're the asshole for lying. You're not apathetic about her. Yeah. Okay. This just seems like she's mad that she won the past few years. And... Dude, like, is this just me, or does this just read as like she's objectifying the other people? she's just objectifying people. Yeah, like asshole, you're what? What? Dude, this is just I had to switch it to between TikTok and Twitch. So basically, she like writes how she hates that this girl wins this prize every year and how she dresses up really promiscuous and that all the dudes like simp for her. And she got mad about that and voted against her. It wasn't like because it was like I just happened to not vote for her. It was she was like, I happen to not vote for her. It just so happens I didn't like her. Like it was definitely very petty. And it was definitely very intentional. And you got somebody else to vote against them. Also, the first place didn't deserve to have their prize money cut. Everyone's asshole. Everyone. Yeah, not great. I'm voting on the best. Yeah, this is just really objectifying. What the fuck? Yeah, no. I get it's college, but Jesus Christ. Am I the asshole for telling my dad I don't care if he's present at my wedding? Holy fuck, chat. Okay, this is an update. So, chat. Are we ready? Am I the asshole for telling my dad I don't care if he's absent at my wedding? For some backstory, I, female 24, have been in a rough relationship with my dad, 43 male, my dad's 43 male, wife, E, 41 male, or 41 female. They got together in 2006, married in 2011, and had 2 kids since then. E has never liked me. I was introduced to her when I was 7, and things instantly were sour. She was mean, snarky, and no interest in me whatsoever. Now as an adult, I can tolerate her behavior, which has gotten significantly worse as I've grown up and began to talk back. The issues lie with the fact that my dad has always allowed it. Not the asshole. I think we can stop reading there, Chad. I don't think we really need I don't really think we need to read further. Weaponized incompetence, baby! They just, well, not weaponizing incompetence, just not sticking up for your kids. Weaponizing incompetence, I kind of have been shouting that as a buzzword a little bit. But I do love shouting buzzwords, chat. But no. It's a little different. Well, I can't read it. Is it too small for y'all to read? It says, this is significantly damaged or the issue lies with the fact that my dad has always allowed it. I'm a grown woman and can handle myself now. And as I've been for years, but when I was a child, he had nothing more to say about her borderline abusive behavior. Yeah, my phone without my glasses. I can read it. Okay, yeah. Well, I don't think we need to read further. I think that's just, yeah, dude should stick up for his fucking wife. Or not wife, child against his wife. Like, Jesus. You know, like, I will say some of the am I the asshole stories, like, I've always been someone who I really hate gender norms. And like, there's a lot of these stories that like are heavily, it's either like dudes having this like manosphere, like fucking shitty mentality about women. It's just like there's a lot of I think a lot of these have to do with either really rough family shit or like boyfriends and girlfriends just being awful to each other. Um. Let's do this last one. Am I the asshole for telling my sister I am done being her caregiver? This is 2 16-year-old chat. I, 16 male, have a twin sister, 16 female. Oh, let's refer to her as Laura. Laura and me have splitting personalities, but for the most part, we used to get along until high school. Since Laura was an outgoing person, she barely studied, if at all, and she was obsessed with TikTok and stuff. Now I'm not as outgoing as her. I mean to still go out with friends, but only during the holidays. We do activities like basketball, and yeah, you get the gist. Due to her dismal academic performance compared to mine, I have been made the tutor by my mom. My dad knows all about this, but she's busy with work all the time and traveling for different meetings. So he isn't really involved with this situation. My mom is I don't know what this is. Oh, stay-at-home mother. Okay. Now, I don't mind teaching her, except every time I try and teach her, she always manages to throw a fit or a tantrum, and I get blamed if she does badly on a test. So I give up. Next, she managed to fracture herself at a friend's house, and she slipped and missed a landing. Don't remember too much. Happened 3 or 4 weeks ago, and ended up in a cast. It should take approximately 2 weeks or 2 months for her to recover. According to the doctor, the cast to be removed, they taught her how to use crutches at the hospital, but she admitted she wasn't the best with it. Our house is 2 stories tall, and there's a staircase up to our bedrooms. She wants me to carry her all the time. Now, this is an issue for me. I am 5'11", she's 5'7", as I am much heavier than her, except I am not free all the time, nor does she want to take an effort to use her crutches. For the past 1 to 2 weeks, I relented and had do as she say, as she threatened to complain to our mom, who's busy with her own social life and gets fed up when we complain to her, except this mom seems fucking awful. What? The last straw is when she called me to take her downstairs to get a drink of water while I was on call with a friend finishing a group project that was due the next day. I had enough. After the call, I went to her room, told her I'm not her damn caregiver all the time, and she needs to do stuff herself. Guess what she did? Called her mom and got in trouble again. Mini update. I spoke with my dad, and he did say that once he was back home he would try and settle things. He agreed that my sister was acting immaturely, but he did ask me to continue to help my sister in the meantime since she needs it. However, I take his word with a pinch of salt, because every time he returns back, he's scheduled to go somewhere else for work trips or meet someone 5 to 6 days, although it's not always the case. Is this about someone? No, this is about someone who broke their leg. It's about someone who broke their leg. Your mom really needs to, I just really, okay. I think a lot of this just lies on the mom. I feel like the mom is punishing the son a lot more, and I think the mom is playing favorites for sure. The mom is playing favorites and punishing her son, frankly, for her sister or for his sister being awful. I think that one's not the asshole. Let's read some comments here. Not the asshole. Tell your parents to take responsibility for their child. Crutches suck. I gave up by the end of day 1 and just hopped everyone. My mom, when I was on them in the townhouse, went up and down the stairs on her bum. I hopped everywhere at home. Keep the crutches by the front door for outside use and work. Your mom needs to remember that the caregiver part of her job as a stay-at-home mother. Well, at 16, you don't need to help her like you did as a kid. Your sister clearly needs help if she refuses to be independent since she won't study. Yeah, I really, yeah, if you want to be yeah, you have to take care of your fucking kids. Dude, cuz I've heard nightmare stories about people who are like stay-at-home mothers, but it's stay-at-home mother in quotations because they don't actually take care of their kids. And they just like fucking like they'll make them a single meal and then be on their phone and talk to their friends all day. Weaponized incompetence. Literally, exactly, from both fronts. Actually, this is actually weaponized incompetence. All right, chat. That's going to be the last story of the night. Holy, we had some crazy ones. Yeah, if y'all want me to do this again, let me know. I actually really enjoyed that. That was fun. Some of them were fucking psychotic, and some of them were a little funny, lighthearted. Some of them were a little crazy though. But